This is the pallet here. This is the box, or Gaylord box, that held the merchandise. I've already emptied it, and most of it is over here. We've got CDs over here. Probably three crates worth of CDs. These are all TV box sets and DVDs down there. As you can see, this box is all TV box sets. The rest of the boxes and those stacks, 3 stacks right there, all came from that pallet. So about 10, 11 boxes of DVDs, about a box and a half of TV box sets. Now, I already pulled out about 15 Blu-rays and 40 to 50 video games, so it was really great for video games. And I already went through all of them, tossed the ones that were no good, i.e. didn't have any discs, or the discs were too far gone. There were some that were missing some discs, that kind of thing. As in, there was supposed to be 2 discs, missing 1, supposed to be 3, missing 2, that kind of thing. It happens. So this particular palette or Gaylord of mixed media was messy. So if you remember back when I used to make videos before I had the warehouse here, let's stop for a second. I'm Andrew from 510 Books. Welcome to my channel if you're new. This is my book, movie, music, and video game store. And it's my warehouse space here in Southern California. Look up 510 Books. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and yeah, of course on YouTube. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, etc. Feel free to leave a comment. So I've been making videos a long time on YouTube, and I have been reselling for 8 years now. Last month was 8 years exactly when I started on Amazon. So a couple years into it, I got a storage unit, and I was making videos, YouTube videos about that. Go way back about, let's see, go back about 3 to 3.5 years, and you'll see the videos that I was making. I was in a storage unit. And in that storage unit, I would get some Gaylords, mixed media Gaylords that were like the ones that I just got, the palette that I just got of merchandise of mixed media, which, like I said, is CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, some VHS tapes, usually not, video games, audiobooks, all that stuff, and some software as well. There were some language courses. Here, let me show you. This Rosetta Stone was in there. It's got all the discs. It's going for like $30 to $50 depending on eBay. I'm going to sell it for much less here in the store. Anyway, so it's all kinds of random stuff. So this reminded me of those that I used to get a long time ago, which I haven't gotten, which are very disorganized. There's some trash in there. A lot of the cases are broken. It's not a neat Gaylord. However, I do find some great stuff, like more video games, and some other random items that can typically go for good money, such as some foreign language stuff, a lot of Asian language stuff, Rosetta Stone, different random things. So there's good and bads, negatives and positives, advantages, disadvantages to having the 2 different types of Gaylords. So if you look back a couple videos ago, in the last, I don't know, half dozen or so videos ago, and I made one about a Gaylord that I got that had a lot of VHS tapes, much cleaner, but not as good a stuff as I found in this Gaylord. So anyway, keep that in mind. Some Gaylords are cleaner than others. Some are a bit of a mess. Okay, so I found some random stuff in there, including these 2 items. This is just cool, right? It's a little dirty, a little stained. What do you think that is? Of course, if you're my age, or even a little bit younger, and definitely if you're older, this is to hold discs. This one happens to be holding kids' DVDs. So clearly this was for a kid back in the day, and I'm going to take out all of these and put these in a kids DVD lot By the way, kids DVD lots do really well on eBay. I'm selling one right now. I think I have 200 items in there, 200 DVDs, around 200 DVDs, and I think it's over 70, 80 bucks so far for a 7-day auction. 7 or 10 day, I can't remember, but for at least a 7-day auction, so keep that in mind. So I thought this was pretty cool. I'm gonna display it after I take all the DVDs out, just because it's a neat little, not a relic, but kind of a relic from back in the day, from a couple decades ago, when this used to be normal to have these all the time. I've created a bit of a display over here, where I just got this. This was also in the Gaylord, Blockbuster Express customer service. You can put a disc in there. That's cool. I've never seen one. I'm gonna keep that. Just random stuff that I find I will display here. Patches, football card, Star Wars. So there's that, and then there's this. Take a look. What do you think this is before I show you up close? Maybe some of you already know. I've never seen one in person. This, there you go, is, look on the back. See in the middle it says AA. Pretty sure this is Alcoholics Anonymous coin that they give out when people have been sober for a certain amount of time. There's 3 on there. So I don't know if that's 3 years, 3 months, I don't know. One of you might know better than me, but that was also just randomly in the Gaylord. So someone earned that, and then it ended up in a Gaylord. And again, Gaylords typically come from large thrift stores, not always large thrift store chains. This one I believe was from Savers, and it's all excess stuff that they either have tried to sell and couldn't, or it was, a lot of it did not have price tags on it, so it's probably just extra donations they've got that they just sell off in large quantities in these pallets of merchandise. So this was something that was donated probably amongst a bunch of other stuff, and it was just randomly tossed into the Gaylord. So I'm going to put it over here with the rest of the random stuff that I have. I'm sure somebody will recognize it who's been through AA or is familiar with that and might ask about it. So I kind of just have that stuff over there randomly just for fun because I do come across all kinds of things, whether it was in a pallet or Gaylord or it was something that someone donated to me. Oftentimes people donate books, CDs, DVDs, records, and randomly in there will be other stuff not related to it. That, like those patches, for instance, were in a bunch of donations that I got. So it's very common for people to do that. I already have this box of items from that Gaylord that I'm going to list on eBay. Some of the stuff is foreign language, some of it is not. Here's one that's the National Geographic, every issue since 1888 on CD-ROM. So random stuff. Check this one out. This is Movie CD, full-length feature film for your PC. Which movie? The Lawnmower Man. Serious. PC CD-ROM for Windows 95 and Windows 3.0. I've never seen something like this before. Have you? Movie CD. I guess they were trying to... I don't know if this was before DVDs or... This is not going to open. What? But there's 3 of them in here. And believe it or not, there was somebody had a listing on eBay. Can't remember right now if it's sold. It's sold. A sold listing. There were no other ones exactly like this. So that's unique. It's actually from 1992. So that's a long time ago. It's 30 years ago. Unfortunately, there are a bunch of Savers price stickers on a lot of these. So depending on whether or not I will be reselling them, I will definitely not be keeping those on there if they are ones that I want to resell here in the store or on Amazon or eBay, but they are a pain in the butt. I remember when I first started getting Gaylords, I got a bunch of them. Actually, it wasn't Gaylords, it was boxes of CDs that had come from Gaylords, but regardless, that had a lot of those stickers, and it was such a pain in the butt to take them off. People often ask me when they come in the store how I got so much merchandise, and the answer is time and bulk, buying in bulk. There's no way I could get this many DVDs, this many Blu-rays, this many video games, CDs especially. I've got over 5,000 CDs, possibly even 5,500. Anyway, over 5,000 CDs, audiobooks, etc. is from buying in bulk from these pallets, these Gaylords. Yeah, so that is what enables me to have a large selection in such a small space. This is only, how much is it? 800 square feet, and I'm using most of it, but as you can see from there all the way back to the wall is not being used as a sales floor. That's stuff that I'm storing either for backstock here in the store or for sale online on eBay. And this is all stuff, of course, that I'm sorting out. So yeah, basically, that's how I'm able to get a lot of that stuff. And that's how so many resellers sell large quantities consistently on Amazon and eBay. So thanks for watching, guys. I wanted to share with you another one of these huge pallets of merchandise, mixed media that I go through. These are the latest ones that just kind of fell in my lap. One of my first sources for bulk media, not books, but for CDs and then records and then all types of media, is the one who contacted me about these Gaylords. And so they were pretty inexpensive. I had them dropped off here, and yeah, now I'm going through them. So I have three more pallets. One of them is the same kind that I just went through, where it's all mixed in, all different types of stuff. The other two are just DVDs. So they're also, one of them is a huge pallet. Let me show you already in boxes. There's probably 40 or 45 boxes in that pallet, and those are all DVDs. So that'll be fun. That'll actually be a lot easier to go through, though, a lot easier. And what I'm predicting is that a lot of them I will not keep. I will be doing lots of loose DVD lots on eBay, something that works pretty well when you get large quantities of DVDs, which is very common now because of streaming becoming so popular in the last couple of years. A lot of people are getting rid of their DVDs. So this is sort of the time to to figure out how to monetize that stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and check in for future videos. Stay safe, take care.